Hello again, everybody. Today is February 5th, 2019, and Dr. Novak is with us, although I think he's trying to play some sort of movie character. You got to explain yourself, Tom.
Right. Okay. So I'm inside. Yes, I have my hat on inside, but I'm trying to play the part, Bill. And what I mean by that is the last 7 days, in my opinion, have been some of the weirdest 7 days I've ever experienced winter-wise here in Minnesota. And that says a lot, right? I've grown up in Minnesota my whole life. And this is something that I can't ever recall happening. What I mean by that, Bill, is we've gone from 40 below. In fact, I believe the Twin Cities even hit minus 30, minus 35 in the core metro. And then some areas just outside of the metro were near 40 below. Now, of course, that was last week. Then we go to near record high levels, or at least a thaw, with temperatures in the 40s above. So what, a 70, 80 degree temperature swing, right?
Yeah.
Just in a couple days. And then now we had this, what I consider extremely weird snowstorm that occurred today. Now, it was expected, and several forecasters did see, over half a foot of snow happening at least somewhere here in the region. But boy, some of the convective snows that occurred today were just strange, snowing at 2 inches an hour as you got down the I-35 corridor just south of the Twin Cities.
That's
Highway
pretty unusual
52
considering
corridor.
how cold the temperatures are. I mean, it's usually convective snow is more when it's in the 20s and upper 20s.
I agree, Bill. So in March and April, you get those types of snows in March and April when the temperature is up in the 20s, low 30s,
Right.
and you get thunder snow. This was mid-level forcing, Bill, that you just don't. I mean, you get that with snowstorms often, but this type of convection at mid-levels in February is really strange. These were almost like thunderstorms that developed over southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Just, again, something you see sometimes in March and April. Rarely do you see this in February. And again, temperatures were in the single digits.
Yeah, February seemed like it's sort of the dog days of winter where there's not much going on. It's just kind of the atmosphere is waiting to sort of reload.
Right. And now, I don't want to get into the whole climate change issue. I mean,
nobody would take you seriously dressed like that, Tom.
Right, they probably wouldn't. But I mean, I don't want to get into that. But I can tell you this, Bill, and this is just true honesty from me. I just think there's weird stuff going on in our atmosphere. And I'll just leave it at that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so anyway, let's just get to it now. Here's the radar. Here's current radar from the Twin Cities. Here's that heavy snow. No doubt you can see where it is. I-94 east of the Twin Cities. Well, from the Twin Cities on east to Eau Claire, forget it. Don't even try it this evening. They've received nearly a foot of snow from the Minnesota-Wisconsin border on east to Eau Claire, and it's still snowing there. So just forget it. You're trying to travel down I-35W south out of the Twin Cities, forget it. Highway 52, forget it. They're either closed or you're just not going to make it, all right? Still some snow happening up north of the Twin Cities, and yes, some light snow in the Twin Cities. We'll put this into motion, Bill, if we just give it a little time here. You can see that the snow is starting to pull off now to the northeast. So the majority, if not all, of the accumulating snow now in the Twin Cities is done. In fact, that can be said for most, if not all, of southern Minnesota now. So take a deep breath, everybody. I put this post out there on Facebook just a little bit ago, Bill, but here are what appears to be the estimated snow totals now. This is estimated, and this is my estimation. These are from some of the posts that came into my Facebook site and in looking at some of the National Weather Service totals from the public. But look at this. The Twin Cities should be, in general, a good 3, 4 to 6 inches of snow across the Twin Cities metro, in fact, across much of southern Minnesota and almost the whole state of Wisconsin, or the northern half of Wisconsin. And then here's this amazingly heavy band of snow that developed just south of the Twin Cities, 6 to 10 inches plus of snow from Faribault to Red Wing to Menominee and Eau Claire. And this is what's crazy about this, Bill. all that snow fell in about a 5 to 6 hour period.
Hmm.
So it was snowing at 1 inch to 2 inches per hour for several hours over that portion of the upper Midwest. Okay.
That's a good graphic, showing how much snow fell. I mean, we always see the anticipated, but we don't always see the rest of the stories. I like that. I think
right. Yeah, no,
fans like that as well.
Thank you. I just thought that this snow scenario that's set up today was so impressive and weird that I thought it was worth making this map. Now, this, again, isn't official. And when the National Weather Service comes out with their official map, it's going to look something similar to this, but there will be some variations. So, but thanks, Bill. Now that, I mean, I had fun putting that together, and I appreciate.
Yeah, I'm sure people enjoy seeing that. So. Yeah.
Now, okay, so we take the deep breath, Bill, and now we've got a potentially even larger storm on the way. Now, the storm hold on, Bill. Let me go take care of the oven there.
Okay.
That's my wife's got something in the oven. Hold on, Bill.
All right. Well, as we wait for Tom, I wish I had a good joke to tell, but I really don't.
Hang in there, Bill.
Yeah. Wonder if he's making cookies, making pizza.
Hey, Bill,
what's in the oven, Tom?
These types of things happen sometime when you're live on camera. And, the way we got to look at it, Bill, is happy wife, happy life, right?
Right.
And I just had to take care of a duty there. So I'm sure everybody who watches this video is going to appreciate that.
So what's in the oven, Tom?
I don't know. It's some
You
weird
don't even know.
Stuff. It's some weird stuff. That's all I can tell you. And I had to take it out right when the timer went off. So anyway, there you go. Okay, let's get back to the weather, Bill. Here was the jet stream structure today, okay? And what I really wanted to focus on, people say they love it when we teach on these videos, and here's a teaching point. The jet stream structure today, and let's get to this afternoon. Here it is from the GFS computer model. You can see 2 jet streaks, one north and east of Minnesota over the Great Lakes, and then this powerhouse jet streak coming up out of the desert southwest and nosing into Kansas now. And in between, Bill, that's where impressive lift usually develops, okay? So you like to be in between 2 jet streaks and on the nose of this powerhouse jet streak. So that places us, Iowa, southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, in a perfect position to receive explosive snow development today. And that's exactly what happened. Now let's go in time here. And we're going to go into Wednesday evening now. And this is at about midnight or early Thursday morning, okay? Look at this powerhouse jet streak, Bill. These are winds at in excess of 160 knots coming up out of Texas and into Missouri and Illinois, okay? And where are we located? We're located on the nose of this jet streak, okay?
But we're not in between jet streaks at that point. Right?
We're not, but we're still on the nose. And so if there was a red flag, Bill, you just brought one up right there. There's not a powerful jet streak to the north of us. But I get a funny feeling that this jet core right here is going to be enough to produce a major winter storm, and it would happen right on the nose of this jet streak, which is where Minnesota and northern Wisconsin is located. Okay, and you can actually see a bit of a bend in the jet structure now here, kind of almost like a trough or a slight troughiness to the jet structure. And I know this is getting technical, but that to me tells me it's a comma shape to the jet structure. That tells me that this storm is going to intensify on Thursday right over the upper Midwest. And that is likely going to bring us heavy snow. And as we look at
would that be positive tilting?
Well, it's a positive tilted trough that then tries to go negative. Okay, so because it starts to bend, and that's what we really want when we're talking about snow systems. And you can see it here in the mid-levels, Bill. This is at 700 millibars. Look at how the 700 millibar thermal gradient starts to bend right over southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin on Thursday, okay? That is going to be a rapidly deepening low pressure system that's going to move up out of Illinois and into Lake Michigan. And then we have this mid-level low that deepens over us. And that means one thing: major winter storm for much of the upper Midwest. And this snow system is going to be larger than the one that we just experienced today because of the powerful jet structure and core jet winds that are coming at us. Now, here is the future radar from the European computer model. This model has been nailing it lately, so I have no reason not to trust it as we go into Wednesday night and Thursday. Here's Wednesday evening, Bill. Snow developing over southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and it rapidly pushes north through basically the whole upper Midwest as we get into Thursday morning. And then a second round of snow, an even more impressive round of snow, develops Thursday morning and into the afternoon and evening hours over Minnesota and the northern 2/3 of Wisconsin. And it finally gets out of here as we get into probably around midnight on Thursday. Now, here's the jet structure from the European computer model, because we like to have a consensus, Bill, right? And this is for Thursday morning, and here's the jet structure, and here's that core, or what we call a jet streak, coming up out of Texas into northern Illinois, and here's where we are located. We are on the nose, or the left front quadrant of this jet streak. That is a perfect area for heavy snow and winter storm development. And you can see, just like the GFS, the American model showed, you can see this bending in the jet structure as we get into Thursday evening to where it makes more of a comma shape. That is a telltale sign of a major, or at least the potential for a major winter storm over the upper Midwest that would include the Twin Cities, Rochester, Eau Claire, Duluth, St. Cloud. Everybody should get in on this winter storm. So this is something that we've been talking about, or at least Novak Weather has been talking about now for several days, and it looks like it's going to come true and come to fruition. And not only the snow today, but then also as we get in to late Wednesday and Thursday. One last map I wanted to show you, Bill. This is the run total for snow totals over the upper Midwest. And here it is as of today. The European computer model almost nailed the storm perfectly, but you could see it had heavy snow near and over the Twin Cities metro and into much of northern Wisconsin. And then watch what it does as we go through Thursday and then Thursday night. Look at that.
Is that including the snow that fell today?
That includes the snow that fell today. So if we were to say, okay, let's say 3 to 6 inches of snow across the Twin Cities metro, well, eventually we're going to get 12 to 14 inches of snow when all is said and done by Friday. So that means we're going to get another good 6 to 8 inches plus of snow, the way it appears, with this next storm system. And what I really wanted to show you, at least with the next storm system, and let me just put one more map up here. This is the 24 hours worth of potential snow. And this will give you maybe a little bit better idea of how much snow is going to fall on Wednesday. This is through the day Wednesday. Now, this doesn't include today, okay? But you can see by midnight Wednesday, so this is all day Wednesday, a couple inches in the Twin Cities metro. But I wanted to show you, look at how widespread and expansive this winter storm is. It's going to stretch from the Dakotas east into northern Wisconsin. And then our big snows come especially on Thursday. That's when southern, eastern Minnesota, and then much of northern Wisconsin gets hammered with big snows. So, Bill, this is, people have been screaming for snow, Bill. All right. And, it looks like they are going to get it now. Not only today, and I'm sure a lot of people are shoveling. It was just a nightmare commute, as many know. But it looks like a repeat performance now on Thursday, so be prepared.
Tom can't take you seriously with that outfit on.
All right.
It must be 75 degrees in your house.
I'm sweating right now.
I bet you are. Well,
all right, Bill.
All right. Well, thanks, Tom. Thank you for that teaching moment, and enjoy what's in the oven.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.